In an effort to facilitate your travel to Aruba, the Aruban Immigration Authority offers your first welcome, or Bonbini, in the form of Aruba's online embarkation and disembarkation ED program. Welcome to Aruba's online immigration website. In accordance with the State Decree of Admittance AB 2009, number 59, the online ED card is mandatory for all travelers to Aruba. In order to determine your eligibility to travel to Aruba, you will need to fill out your ED card, upload your negative PCR COVID-19 test results, or prepay for a test upon arrival, and make your payment for the Aruba Visitors Insurance. This video will walk you through the application process for the ED card, and will cover the following steps: start page, passport details, travel information, health questions, disclaimers, reviewing the application, payment, completion. Based on the ever-changing situation, we recommend all travelers to regularly visit aruba.com for any changes to dates, markets, required procedures, and other relevant information. While we recognize this is an extra step for those wanting to travel, these safeguards are necessary to keep you and our residents safe and reduce health risks. After booking, you may start the online ED card application process. You can only fill in passport details, travel, and personal information. While planning your flight, make sure you have considered the following questions. Prior to starting your ED card application, decide if you will be taking the PCR COVID-19 test before or upon your arrival to Aruba. If you are able to complete and submit proof of a negative PCR COVID-19 test within the 72 to 12-hour time frame before departure to Aruba. And remember, the Aruba health authorities will be checking all uploaded PCR COVID-19 tests to ensure they are taken and applied within the 72 to 12-hour time frame. On the ED card homepage, select non-resident and fill out the following: last name, followed by your first name, date of birth, nationality, passport number, passport expiration date, passport type, a valid email, and phone number. Make sure the information is registered as it appears on your passport. All passport types which are not categorized as diplomatic should be designated under ordinary. Once you completed this part of the application, select Next to move on to fill in your travel information. On this page, you will need to fill out your gender and country of birth as stated on your passport, if you hold dual citizenship, and your occupation. You will then be prompted to provide your permanent home address. You will need to fill in your country, address, city, state, and zip code. Please fill in your home address where you have been residing the past 3 months. Once you've completed these steps, select Next to continue to fill out the ED card. At this step of the process, you will be required to fill out your travel information. You will need to provide your airline, flight number, your arrival and departure date, your place of stay, purpose of visit, number of previous visits, how you booked your visit, your main reason for choosing Aruba, and what inspired you to choose Aruba as your destination. When entering your place of stay, you will have to select from the following options from the drop-down menu: hotel, timeshare, house, apartment, condominium, stay at friends and family, or private address. If you stay in a hotel or timeshare resort, you will be required to select the name of the hotel or timeshare resort. In the case you do not stay in a hotel or timeshare resort, you will need to enter your place of stay address. When entering the number of previous visits, if this is your first time visiting our island, please select 1. If you filled in the previous pages before your 72-hour window prior to your departure time, you will receive an email stating that you can now fill in the rest of your ED card online. Please note this option is only available between 72 to 12 hours before your departure time. When filling in the health questions, please answer them as truthfully as possible. This will ensure your safety and ours. You will be required to answer all COVID-19 related questions truthfully. If you decided to take your PCR COVID-19 test prior to your departure, you will then have the option to upload your negative PCR COVID-19 test results to your ED card. We will only accept an official PCR NAA molecular RNA test in which the specimen was collected from nasal or oral cavities. A doctor's note is not accepted in absence of a valid lab result. For more information on accepted tests, please follow the instructions on the online ED card platform or visit aruba.com. In order to continue with your application, please ensure that the uploaded file does not exceed 3 megabytes. Once you've completed this, select the Next button to continue filling out your application. Please read the disclaimers carefully before agreeing and proceeding with your application. You will need to declare that you have read and are aware of the applicable rules and regulations of Aruba, to which all visitors will adhere to in order to qualify for travel to Aruba. These regulations include, but are not limited to, that visitors will cooperate with any COVID-19 health screening and testing as indicated by Aruba's public health authorities, including isolation and/or quarantine. Visitors will acknowledge and consent that if one does undergo diagnostic PCR COVID-19 testing in Aruba, they shall await their PCR COVID-19 test results in isolation as instructed by the public health authorities. Visitors will follow any instructions imposed by the public health authorities of Aruba. We recommend that visitors download the Aruba Health app by visiting aruba.com/health app before traveling. The Health app provides our visitors and locals with all relevant information regarding symptoms, test results, and Aruba's Health and Happiness Code business listings. Once you have agreed to the travel requirements, you will have the opportunity to review your application. Please read through your application carefully and ensure it is filled out correctly, accurately, and truthfully. Ensure your name and date of birth are listed as stated on your passport. Confirm that your passport information and your travel information is listed correctly and that all questions are answered to the best of your knowledge. Once you have reviewed your application, click the Next button to continue to purchase the Aruba Visitors Insurance. You will then be required to add your card information to make the payment for the Aruba Visitors Insurance. All visitors must purchase the Aruba Visitors Insurance when traveling to Aruba to ensure they are covered for all COVID-19 related expenses. The payment will automatically be calculated based on the arrival and departure dates you entered in your ED card. To calculate your insurance costs, visit arubavisitersinsurance.com. If a negative PCR test result is uploaded to the application, no charge will be added to take the test upon arrival in Aruba. If you choose not to take a PCR COVID-19 test prior to your departure, you will be required to prepay for a test to be administered upon arrival in Aruba. Once you've completed filling out your ED card application and gotten the required approved ED card boarding pass, don't forget to download, screenshot, or print your ED card to present it at check-in at the airport. We look forward to welcoming you to our One Happy Island. We are open for happiness.